Hey guys, it is DGD Dull Gamer Dill, and welcome back to another part to this Fairy Tail PS4 Let's Play series. Alright, so in the last part we did some more stuff for the Grand Magic games, and now we are just about ready to do some more job requests, as well as do some character quests. I think I'm going to do some of the character quests first, so let's go ahead and do some. Heh.
こいつと二人きりだとまた人気のないとこで変なことされそうだな。いやー、二人きりはちょっとな。
なぜですか？二人だけでは危ないというならご安心を。ジュビア。
だってなお前。お、ルーシー。
Oh God.
いいところに来た。
I knew it was gonna be Lucy too.
何？
俺たちと一緒に仕事行こうぜ。俺とジュビアとお前の3人で。
仕事？別にいいけど。神がたき。
Oh, here she goes with this nonsense.
邪魔しちゃ悪いし。
いやいや遠慮するな。それじゃあ俺たちで行くってミラちゃんに伝えてくるぜ。
Yeah, see, it's the stuff like that that really made me dislike Juvia in the beginning. And for the oh shoot. Like when I first started watching Fairy Tail, because I was just like, girl, Lucy, I don't understand how many times that Lucy has to tell you she doesn't like Gray like that. If anything, she likes Natsu like that. So it's like, you know, chill out. Because now if it were Urza, I mean, that would be a completely different story. I mean, all Lucy ever does is treat Juvia like a friend. Actually, all any of the other women in Fairy Tail ever do is treat Juvia like a friend, and she goes off on her tangent about Gray, and I'm like, how many times do they have to tell you that they do not like Gray like this? You're the only one that's actually obsessed with him.
すまん。前に2人で仕事に行った時に身の危険を感じたもんで誰でもよかったんだが近くにいたからつい。
あんたら仕事先で何やってるのよ。ちょっと2人で何を話してるんですか？ジュビアにも聞こえるように話してください。
なんでもねえよ、気にすんな。それよりも今は仕事に集中だ。さあ行くぞ。ルシー、耐えてくれ。
Like I said, I mean, and the thing is, even if Gray were to, even if Gray were to date another person that wasn't Juvia, he's not wrong for that because Juvia and Gray are not in a relationship. Like, they are legitimately, like, she doesn't have any ownership over him. If he were to go out with someone else, and yeah, okay, so Juvia does, like I said, this is the love-hate relationship I have with Gruvia because it's very one-sided. Because it's like, okay, Juvia is the only one that actually has and shows feelings for Gray, and I'm sure Gray has feelings for Juvia, but having feelings for someone does not mean you should act like a complete psychopath over them. I mean, it's creepy. You should never obsess over one person. And it's like, yeah, the reason why Gray probably would never return his feelings for her because she acts like such a creep half the time. Now, like I said, I like Juvia, but it's when she starts on that nonsense that really made me dislike her as a character. And she could have been so much better without the constant obsession over Gray. I mean, seriously. I mean, she's like probably one of the best designed female characters in the entire anime, next to maybe Lady Eileen or Irene, because some people say Irene, and I want to say there are a lot of female characters, so, but yeah, it's like she has a really, really nice design. I'm just like, I could never be so possessive over someone that's not even mine in the first place. Seriously. And I mean, even when it came to, like, even when we first got a look at Juvia in the beginning, I mean, for her to have such a jealousy or such a hatred for or a dislike for someone that she doesn't really know, the thing is, the only reason she hates Lucy so much, or she pretends to hate Lucy so much, is because Gray wanted to save her during the whole Phantom Lord arc. So that's when the crush developed, and so she vowed that Lucy could not be allowed to live because she feared that Gray was in love with Lucy. But my thing is, that's not really your business. Because it's like, it's not like he's going out with you. I mean, he's really nothing to you. Except for a friend. And now something even more, maybe, in the future. Nice. Like I said, I understand that she really likes Gray, but it's like, if you really like someone, you should not have to treat someone else so negatively just because you're jealous.
Niceだ、二人とも。なんだ、こいつら結構相性いいんじゃねえか。
I mean, they were the first to do a, Oh wait, I didn't mean to go back there. I meant to go back to the inn, seeing as how that's where we got our job. Like I said, I don't dislike Juvia as a character. I actually think she's probably close to one of my favorite female characters. Because I love her design. I think she's probably one of the strongest out of all the female characters. Because her ability is so broken. It's just that she really loses me when she constantly obsesses over Gray. And honestly, the only time where it was really nice when she was, you know, obsessing over him was in the OVA. Oh no, it wasn't OVA. It was in the 413 Days episode where she made him a scarf because wait.
どこに行きましょう?
I think it doesn't matter. I don't think it matters.
帰ってきましたね.
But yeah, she needed let me let it play out.
最初はピリピリしててどうなることかと思ったけど、なんだかんだバッチリ息合ってたな。
まあいざ戦うとなったらね。仲間割れなんてしていたらグレー様の身に危険が及ぶかもしれませんからね。恋敵とはいえ協力するときはします。いや、恋敵じゃないけど。それにルーシーの実力は同じギルドの仲間として認めていますから。ジュビア、これからもジュビアとグレー様の良き仲間としてよろしくお願いします。うん、よろしくね。
Isosceles or love triangle. Yeah, it's definitely isosceles.
この材料はあそこで、これはどこで手に入るんだろう。ウェンディ、何読んでるの？薬の本？はい。オーリュシカさんのお手伝いをしようと思ってちょっと勉強してるんです。前に行った時に薬の材料を切らして困ってるって話してたので。へえ、それでオーリュシカさんから材料集めを頼まれたんだ。あ、いえ、直接頼まれたわけではないんですけど、いつもお世話になっているので恩返しにと思って。そっか、優しいね、ウェンディは。
She really is.
でもお薬の材料っていろいろあるんですね。聞いたこともない薬草とか凶暴なモンスターの牙とか。でもどうにかして全部集めないと。やる気だね。頑張れ、ウェンディ。
That's right, Wendy. There's a character story you can play. Yeah, so I guess we'll do Wendy's character story now. Yeah, but that was just my, what I think about Juvia, or just my, I guess, character opinion. Like I said, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate, but she's really not as bad as Sakura when it came to obsessing over a male, you know, a significant other. Because Sakura's was just pathetic, if you ask me. Because I mean, at least with Juvia, she actually has saved Gray on numerous occasions, or a good number of occasions, has proved why exactly, like, she is so in love with him. Sakura is more so on the side of, you know, I have a childish crush on him for no apparent reason. And don't get me wrong, her development in the beginning when she defended Sasuke and Naruto when they were down, it was like the best development she had ever gotten. But then ever since that, it's just been nothing but just downhill spiraling. And listen, I understand that she gets stronger, but just because she gets stronger does not still make her a good character. Because it's like, you should never obsess over one person so much, especially when they don't treat you with any form of decency or with any form of love in return. It's like, why are you allowing yourself to be a doormat for someone else's shoes? That's why at times I really do like Gray's relationship with Juvia, because at least he doesn't treat her like a complete jerk. Wait, At least he's not a complete jerk to her.
ここに行きましょう。ここですね。
Because he knows at the end of the day,
気をつけて
she
行き
means
ましょう。
well. Even if she can get a little bit, overbearing and clingy. But still, he's never once treated her as if she was lesser than. Which is what Sasuke kind of basically did in the beginning. Not to mention the fact that the man almost killed her. But I'm like, you're still in love with someone like that? I could never.
これって法律家さんが探してた薬の材料。
And even after all that, they ended up having a kid together. This kid where she doesn't even see Sasuke like that because Sasuke... Well, like I said, I haven't watched Naruto in a long time. I've kind of just kept up with the games because they basically tell the entire story without the filler. And... you know, some portions of Boruto, I'm not really watching Boruto like that, I just happen to watch clips from time to time, but I knew about, you know, the whole thing between Sarada, and Sasuke, and how the relationship is kind of like, you know, he's kind of off doing, probably protecting the Hidden Leaf Village because he really is a moving target, basically, and it's just been Sakura and Sarada. But even then, it's like, dude, you can at least write a letter every now and then. I mean, it was so bad to the point where he didn't even know he had a daughter. And I'm just like, huh. Sakura, this is the man you ended up loving. So, whatever.
これで全部揃った。後で渡しに行かなきゃ。
And like I said, I'm not coming for Sakura as... Well, I mean, I think... Because you know what, the funny thing is, at one point, I really did like Sakura. This is actually when I was like really into... Naruto. Like, I really did admire Sakura's strengths as a character. Eventually, I kind of grew up and I started seeing a lot of flaws within her character that...
Yes.
honestly were really, really bad. And most of them just revolved around Sasuke and how she treats Sasuke, whereas Naruto treats her with nothing but respect. And what does he get? He gets punched in the face. Way more times than Sasuke honestly deserved to be punched in the face. Because, I mean, can we honestly name a time where... Can we name a time where Naruto has ever mistreated Sakura? You wouldn't be able to, because he never has. I mean, don't get me wrong, he acts like a complete idiot half the time. But just because he acts like an idiot doesn't mean that he's a doesn't mean that he doesn't care about her. I mean, if he didn't care about her, he wouldn't go out of his way to save her. I mean, he would have just left her to die. And okay, yeah, there were times where Sasuke did save Sakura. But that was more so because that was his teammate at the time, and yeah, he didn't want to see her die. But still, when Naruto did it, you knew it was because he genuinely loved Sakura. But what still gets me is the fact that, okay, so she can treat him however she wants and basically say, oh, well, you know, even in the beginning, like, you know, mocking him because, you know, how he's basically the outcast of the whole entire Leaf Village, which, honestly, everyone was doing it, but she especially was doing it. And I'm over here just like, alright, Sakura, I see. So this is what we're doing. I mean, she can mock him. He'll end up saving her. Has saved her a good number of times. Especially with everything with, when Orochimaru attacked the Leaf Village, and, Gaara ended up going insane. I mean, even after all of that, and Naruto saved her, she still mistreated him. I mean, Sasuke was in the hospital. I mean, they brought Sasuke back from one of the missions. Okay, I'm just shut up for a second. Yeah, like, even when, like, they brought Sasuke back after he was, like, severely injured. And I mean, I understand that she loves, quote-unquote, loves Sasuke. But I mean, Naruto was, like, right there. The least you could have did was, at the very least, thank him for everything, for even bringing him back in the first place. No, what does she ask him to do? Go out on a whole other adventure, getting basically 5 of the different hidden Leaf Village ninjas between Naruto, Neji, Choji, Shikamaru, Kiba, and Rock Lee, kind of, even though he jumped into that fight. But all 5 of those ninjas going out to basically save this man that honestly they had no real relationship with, all because Sakura asked Naruto to. And I mean, there should have been no real reason why he accepted other than the fact that he really does like Sakura. But in the end, I would have just been like, listen, you have to get over this man because he does not feel the same way about you. I mean, having an obsession over someone is not love at all. And that's why I'm so critical over Juvia's relationship with Gray, because it's like, obsession is just not love. Especially if she gives a lot of love to him and he's not really returning it, or vice versa, because it's just like, why are you wasting your time on someone that's not obviously not going to return the same feelings to you, and if anything is just going to treat you like crap 100% of the time? Not saying that that's what Gray does to Juvia, but it's obvious that he doesn't like Juvia in that way as Juvia likes Gray in that way. And I mean, like, let's put the Groovia shipping aside for a second, and let's put all the fan service aside for a second. Like, Gray acknowledges her strengths and he admires her. It's possible that he has a crush on her, but it's a possibility that he really doesn't. And then why is that so wrong if he doesn't? I mean, the way I see it, he doesn't really owe her that. Because then if he says no to her, then he's going to be the one that's villainized because Juvia was a sweet girl who, you know, kind of just painting her in this narrative. Juvia was the sweet girl and he was basically acting like the jerk, when in reality, You can also just say no if you just don't want to be in a relationship with that specific person. But hey, I don't know. Anyway, why are you here? I'm busy. If it's not vitally important, just go home. I wanted to give you these. I wanted to give these to you. Oh, okay, so she's... okay. These are ingredients. Why did you bring these to me? I don't remember asking you to do that. Well, if you're going to give them to me, I suppose I'll take them. What are you thanking me for? Wait a minute. This is the wrong herb. If I use this, the medicine would become a poison. It can't be helped. Come here, I'll teach you. Let's see. Where did that encyclopedia go? Poorly, Yusuka. But yeah, so that, like I said, I guess you can call that my Sakura rant, or my, you know, like I said, character analysis of Juvia. Why I'm kind of so, I guess, why I get so annoyed whenever it comes to her character dialogue with other female characters, specifically Lucy. I don't know. But like I said, I will acknowledge the fact that Sakura got stronger, seeing as how I was talking about Sakura the whole time. Like, I'll sit there and I will acknowledge that fact. I mean, her fight with Sasori, I think that's how you pronounce the name. It's been a while. But her and Lady Chio versus Sasori, yeah, I mean, it was an amazing fight. 100%. A little slow for me. Could have been just a little bit quicker. But, you know, it was what it was. I mean, there's really not much else you could do. And it did show that she did get stronger through the years, which I thought was really, you know, well deserved, especially when we're, you know, when they're shifting into a brand new series, or part 2 of the original series, if you will. I don't know. Let's do... I was really curious as, you know, far as this request went, so let's knock this one out. Okay, so we're gonna use Gagio, Lucy. I'm gonna put Juvia on this team, as well as Wendy. How are we supposed to gather little pieces of metal? Shouldn't be a problem for me. Not with my sense of smell. I forgot about that. Come with me, Gagio. You're asking a favor, aren't you? Say please. After everything you did to her?
も
Never mind, I'll go ask Natsu or Wendy. Salamander and the kid? Sure, if you need to find fire or wind. What was it you're looking for
う
again?
あ
Metal, precious metal. I just have to say it, right? Won't you please help me, Gajeel? Well, if you insist, you owe me one, Lucy. Did you not forget the fact that you beat her to a pulp?
頑張ってね
Alright. I will say, Gajeel has probably the sickest outfits I think I've ever seen.
どこに行くかな
Really fits the heavy metal perspective.
ギヒ
I can smell him. It's coming this way.
おっと
I also had, and still do have, a major crush on Gajeel.
おっと
Always found him the most attractive out of all the male characters, so that's probably why he's my favorite male character. You know, personal favoritism.
おっと
Always.
おっと
Why don't we fight something with this team we got set up?
張り切っていきましょう天竜は放火ルーシーキープ
Okay, so he's got Mega Iron Dragon Sword, Mega Iron Dragon Roar, Iron Dragon Lance, Iron Dragon Lance Demon Logs. Like I said, Gajeel's a freaking hottie. Honestly, if I can name the 3 hottest male fairy tale members, it'd probably be Gajeel, number 1. Well, I guess like as far as like characters in the entire series, because I mean with fairy tale, I mean I would just say like Gajeel, Elfman, and I wouldn't say Gray because it's like everyone's attracted to Gray, and I'm just like I don't really feel it. I don't know, maybe it's just the ones with dark hair. Because I don't really feel it. And I'm not really into Natsu like that either. It's just, I don't know, it's just weird. But yeah, so it'll be Gajeel, Elfman, and I would put Loxus in there too. And hey, just because it's straight doesn't mean I can't have an opinion. at least we believe they're straight. Who knows? But it doesn't really matter. Like I said, either way, you can always have an opinion. Alright, let's use True Flare Diswall. Nice.
Yosh.
That monster was holding something. Grab it.
Motto.
Well, I guess because we can't play as Levy, so I guess they had us go with Lucy instead.
Motto. Motto.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Nice. And I guess seeing as how we already used Leo, we might as well use Leo again. Nice. Kinda just trying to see how high I can go before. Okay, so I guess I can only go that high. 18,000 is not that bad, so. Nice. Man, I'm beat. It's not iron, but at least we got some metal. I'd be good to go once I have a snack. Hey, that's the metal for the request. You can't eat that. You're asking a favor, aren't you? Say please. You'll fail the request and miss out on the reward if you eat that. It's not worth it. Who cares? If you don't say please, I'm just gonna eat it. Come to Papa. Fine. Please, Gagio, don't eat the metal. Satisfied now?
Yosh.
Yep. You can have it back now. You owe me for this too, Lucy. How many times? Oh, yeah. Do you like precious metals, Gagio? It's not like Natsu and Wendy can only smell their elements. They would have been able to do this request. Heh. Good work, Gagio. Heh. You owe me one. Yeah.
帰ってきたか。
Alright, so we got a protection. We got 2 protection amulets now. Nice. So with that being said, I think I'll change the equipment on Gagio. I'll give him a protection amulet. And yeah. Okay. I guess we can upgrade Gray next. Or whatever. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oh, a mind amulet. Actually, I'm gonna need that. So, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. Alright. Alright, well... Alright, so let's make it Urza, Juvia, Wendy, and Lucy. An ecological survey on Tenro Island. Do you think it'll be alright, Urza? Tenro Island is sacred. The grave of the first master is there. I don't see why not. For those 7 years we were gone, our friends were desperate to locate Tenro Island to find us. We should try to repay our debt, but I do think that that every guild has its own darkness, its own secrets. We went to Tenro Island for the S-Class exam, but we were attacked by Hades' Grimoire Heart. I really wanted to play that arc too. When Hades furiously accused Makarov of exposing magic to the light, Natsu said, "This is for Fairy Tail. If you don't have the courage to change, you might as well quit now." My voice acting skills reached 100%. Fairy Tail's light, Tenro Island, protected us. We must carry out this request as if the guild depended on it. I understand. The only part of the island that wasn't blown away by Acnologia's roar was the fairy sphere in which we stood.
Yes.
It's time we went and paid our respects to the island that saved our lives. Agreed. So this is actually the first time we'll be going back to Tenro Island. So I guess let's go ahead and fast travel. And that is where Mavis's grave is. Juvia, you, Natsu, Gray, Elfman, Levy, and Connor all came here to take the S-Class exam. What do you remember of that time? Well, the island was experiencing a heat wave despite it being winter, but to me, Gray's body was even hotter. Oh my god. Heh, that's just like you. I also clearly remember meeting Meredy. She was still a member of Grimoire Heart then, an enemy. When our senses were connected, I could feel her love for Altair, her willingness to die to protect her. You were birds of a feather, clumsy but kind. Erza, never mind, let's go. Tenro Island. Well, I got plenty of those, so let's give them some. Eventually we're gonna make some lacrimas with those. The lacrima shards. Really saved my bake. Oh my god. You really saved my bacon, bro. Ooh, suspicious liquid. Well, we got one. of these items. Alright, well, if anything, I will... First, I'm gonna save. Okay, and with that being said, we come to the end of yet another part to this Fairy Tail Let's Play series. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked, you can follow my Instagram and Twitter, as well as like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content. It's been a pleasure playing, and I will see you guys in the next part. DGD, out.